Hey, we're going to take a minute also to talk about what keeps people in a poverty mindset or not able to grow into different levels of wealth. Now, I want to explain being rich first. You can be a high paid salaried individual, meaning you're rich, you got the big house, you got the nice Bentley, nice Cadillac, whatever suits your living style, because we all inspire to live a great life in America. Of course, we're in the greatest country in the world that I say, because I'm a citizen of America. And so I tell people all the time, this is the greatest country where somebody that came from the hood could make vast amounts of monies. But the mindset, the shift that you have to make from coming from very little to receiving monies, the lottery winner. All of a sudden, they win the lottery and they buy the bigger house, the cars, the boats. They give the family. They love their families. They give money, everything without any type of return back on this monies that they received. Same thing with us that work really hard and get to a level where we're making $200,000-300,000 a year in paychecks. And what happens is we get the nicer car, the bigger house, the credit cards. We start getting married. We have kids. And so what happened with all these things, which is a great thing, is that it takes money to operate your automobile with the car notes, the insurance notes. Now you need not just liability, but full coverage because you have a lien holder on that car. You get a bigger house. You got a bigger payment. You need to maintain the house with maintenance. You have insurance. You got upkeep in the home. Something breaks, the roof leaks. Any of those things that can happen is maintaining. It's money coming out of your pocket. Now, a lot of people think that their house is an asset, but it's really an asset for the bank and a liability for you, because you could pay 29 years and 11 months and miss that last payment. They'll take your house. So I tell people you need to understand the difference of what a liability is and what an asset is. But as you continue to grow and continue to accumulate your paycheck getting bigger, where more taxes are taken out, payments are have to be met. And so you get into this vicious cycle. It's called the rat race that Robert Kiyosaki really describes in his book, that all these payments continue to grow. So that keeps you working harder to make more money only to pay more taxes. So you have to understand how the system is rigged against you, that the more money you earned income is how you earn your money, is the worst way to work in America under the earned income tax bracket. There's also what's called the passive and portfolio bracket, which can cause less taxation if you understand those systems, those rules. So the reason that people stay in that rat race is they continue to grow these liabilities without realizing that they're the only one paying it, and the things or the toys that they're buying really doesn't generate any type of income for them. So the more toys you buy, the more liability you have, and you can no longer afford to quit your job. So I tell a lot of people that are just starting out, you have to work on your mindset. If you do not work on that mindset, you're going to have a difficult time when you reach that status to try to have free time, because there is no more free time. You got to work more hours. You need more overtime. You need more money. And the harder you work at that in that bracket, the harder it is for you to realize that you're exhausted, you're tired, you're not making enough money, and all of a sudden it causes chaos in your personal life, because everybody wants vacation, everybody wants Monday off, everybody wants to do those things that seems like the rich are doing right now. But you got to understand, it doesn't matter if you work on Wall Street, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, they all fall into this category if they're not taking some of that money and investing it in assets that produces other monies besides your paycheck. And this is the mindset that is very difficult to break once you start having car notes, house notes, kids, and paying college tuition and all those things. Hardest thing to do. And I just tell a lot of people, the minute you start having kids, that's when you pay the most money out in your life cycle than any other season in your life. So you have to read books. You have to get around mentors. You have to find those people that have broken that mindset. And I say poverty mindset, it's the mindset that was taught in school to get good grades, to work hard, so that you can get a good paying job, to make a lot of money, only to get in debt. They don't teach you the financial rules. There's a difference between academic education and financial education, and you have to apply yourself in the financial education. Robert Kiyosaki's got several great books. The Four Quadrants, Financial IQ, and The Unfair Advantage. Out of all his books, those are my best books that I have read over and over so that I could break this poverty mindset of getting out of just buying liability toys.